When I was 19, in case I didn't mention your name, you know I love you. And you know this thing, how it works. Trust me, I'm going to go home and I'll be like, hey, go to Samogende, go to Samogende, go to Samogende. But thank you for being here. My father died at 33. My mother died at 26. Mr. Joshua Mwanguzi, thank you for the years of support. I will keep mentioning, please. So today I make 39. And Alison, Natasha, the entire team, I love you. I want to thank the good Lord that I'm 1 year away to 40. But I have a friend, I will not mention his name because he became a very big politician these days and he can be controversial. Called me and said, don't look at the number. Look what God has done in your years. And that hit my heart. I'll show you a photo to make my speech short. At 19 years, Aunt Maggie, I started this church. It was me, Pastor Wilfred, Pastor Ben, Pastor Philip, Judith Akayo, Miriam, and many others. That church, like Pastor Julius from Watoto, thank you Watoto Church for the support. Pastor Julius mentioned it, I found purpose at 19. Thank you, Mr. Kalaz. And I love you. So this man, this Wilson Bugembe you see, became pregnant at 19 of the Holy Spirit. I found a lady called Mrs. Margaret Sechide. Somewhere I had walked to that school to preach. She called me out and she said, you're going to be a great man. Sometimes we don't need money, sometimes we need a word of encouragement. Mr. and Mrs. Juicy, thank you for the years of support. She asked me, what can I do for you? Bali bamanja renti Aunt Maggie for 1 year. And my landlord was done. So she said, come tomorrow on Bayo. Come tomorrow at Good Shade. She phoned me at the entry. Good to see you, Kathy. Is Shiba here? She flew today. So she got me and she kept shouting. She was like, this is the kid I was telling you. He's anointed. Mr. Sechinde, honorable. Thank you, Mrs. Sarah Semakula, for his message. Pastor Ivalon. Yes, we go to Savannah. Meaning in the color of Tumayo Umcha. Daddy, I'm so very busy with the question. So, don't worry, I'm not very organized, Dr. Maggie, but I'm anointed, trust me. So, they asked me at Seroma, what do you want? Nimagamba, Silina Mere, Bama generate. I was expecting to maybe Bajakumpayo or Mwez, that is Sivamani. Then they asked me, check it, in which names? Check. Ngoje kwa jisoma kwa mchitabu. Nekubira landlord mugamba landlord. Check ojagala manya ki. Nagamba simanyi Mr. Chisoroho. Ne bampa check nga basasudde 1 year. Then they told me I should be picking food every month. And I used to go to their house and pick a bag of rice and a bag of posho for 10 years. So now you know why my crush didn't work. I met another lady called Rita Nkemba in that church. She visited us. And she told me, you remind me of Pastor Kayanja. He was 19 like you. And Mami Rita Nkemba gave me 5 million. Thank you, Mami Rita. Years later, Dr. Maggie, I've seen miracles upon miracles, upon miracles, upon miracles. We moved from this church to another. That's when we met Aunt Rose, Rachel Musoke's mother, for how what she did in my life. She said, waliwo waliwo ettaka libatunda balitunda obukadde 200 million. Sizirabangako Dr. Katende wadde mu kibeera nti bazitwala. Naye because she comes from a rich family, she said, nga tebasiira. Obukadde 200 byokka kubo. Bafadde ndi walala, nze pastor wa Aunt Rose. She was like, that's very cheap, 200 million. Balina oluganda kalimu hiri mbuzi banyazitwala. Kati because I'm the pastor natya okuswala negamba, indeed, busente butono nnyo. I should have more faith. Fast forward, najja with 1 million. Mega Wilson, batubanja 99. 199. Nagamba ntaddeko takatulisasudde. That's how we bought that property. She spoke faith in me. And Auntie Jane, if you don't know, that is the 1 million you gave Paddy Mutama to add on the other million. Years later, we failed to pay this property. Auntie Teo, please stand up. She was working in DFCU. And she's the reason I got that money. I'll save you the story of how Rachel Musoke and the others, God used them, and Alex and the others. Later on, we moved into a tent slightly before COVID. The church came from 9 members to about 1,000 members. That's when OHT with Dr. Katende twalina vision nti naffe tubeere ne screens in church, and you gave me a machine, they call it a switcher, that I could use to show that nga weemereri abantu bandaba ku miti. I'll never forget that. Because n'okutegeeza nti kaafa twetaaga yakalala. Years later, in COVID, this church fell twice. But thank God, it always fell on Monday or Tuesday, never on a Sunday. By faith, we started to lift this church. And here we are right now. And this is where we want to go in the next few months. I want to thank God for the last 20 years. Maybe another reason I'm not even married. I got pregnant of this vision. It's what I breathe, what I live for. It's my life. Hopefully that the day I will die, we shall live on this planet a church that generations upon generations will find a place to worship. I want to thank the good Lord for His mercies. Every Sunday, I'm never in a hospital from 19 years. The songs, the sermons, the children. We didn't have time to talk about the children. Through Mercy Child Care, our orphanage, I think we have about, over 1,000 kids have gone through that. Now I will stop. Thank you, all of you, that I'm going to go back home and remember. I wished I mentioned you. But you know God knows your name. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you. Dr. Maggie, I called you today as my chief guest today. Not because of money, but because you carry a certain glory on you that we all look up to and admire. Just you sitting here gives this function a certain peace and calmness. And I grew up in Rubaga, abantu bilemba nyo batwalanga nkulaba walina imomze isenkali abo nabannavyo lwakwekyanga naye bamanyi. Olwaleero I have a dream that I would like to ask all of you to support me with. I'm believing God for 300 million. And I believe we can get it if God merits your hearts to support. 3 months from now, over 20,000 people are coming to the worship house. Abantu emitwalo ebiri. Last time we did it, Mami, we prepared for 10,000 people. People came 20,000. I think God is upon my life for his people. Thank you, Pastor Maxwell, for being here. Thank you for starting the church radio with us. Thank you. I pray, if we are 300 people here, and Joshua gives us 1 million, and Tom gives us 1 million, and Ben gives us 1 million, we can get this money in just 10 minutes. To those of you that are a bit more generous, I know God will bless you. And years from now, when we are in the windows of heaven, we'll look back and say we are part of something. It's because of time that I don't have the time to tell you the details, the pain, the labor word. But I will say one more thing, then I invite the chief guest. One day somebody called me and said, Wilson, what did you say your pastor? Naye ndoza kondati yakuyita. Lero nyambadde nnyo mumanyi my style. Nyambala obujini na chi naye lero Serena. Era ne Christine ne team yo Reserve Force, thank you. Nese mjimango videnti sibaswaza nenzira mu t-shirt. Some guy called me, some woman, nangamba, Wilson, God did not call you. So Dr. Serumaga, this woman spoke to me for about 40 minutes, Pastor. I said, Lord, yangamba tinesitani yali muyimbi nayagala afuke Katonda nagwa. Ekiro ekyo nensaba nga Mukama, if you did call me, I would have bought this dream soon as yesterday. That night I had a dream. Thank you, Andy. Andy, where are you? Andy Stukako. Andrew. Andrew yatusasulira rent wekiwatule fefulia. Thank you. So, nendoota ekirooto ekiro nga ndi lubuto lukulu nga nyingira mu Labour Ward okuzaala. Abakyagerera nnyo ng'omusajja azaala, simanya omusajja azaala, omusajja tazaala. Ngenda okulaba nga waliwo President Museveni nga bw'omanyi ebirooto. Mu birooto tubeera ne Kabaka, Presidenti, afaanana ebiwala nga gobeera nabo live neffe tubeera mu birooto. Like last night, 2 weeks ago I had a dream when Neymar and Mbappe and Messi had visited the worship house. Hallelujah. So, people laughed at me, President Museveni, before he answered me, the midwife said, next. I have ever been in a labor ward. Na yingira yo mulungi nyo mu kiroto ne bateka mu kateni ezo za kala kyeyo. The size of green. Kind of this color. I'm very color blind, by the way. Even black, I know black and white even at zero. So I entered there. I was so heavy. But I was still pregnant. Then the midwife told me, there is still more and more. That's how I did abort this dream. Today the church that was 9 members, as per last Sunday, we I think about 5,000 members. And the worship house is one of the fastest growing churches in Uganda, organically growing. There's a lot of growing churches minus that word, organically. So today, I'm here to celebrate the Lord, but I'm here to ask my friends and family to please stand with this church. Every day I was telling Mr. Lambi, I want to see tens of thousands of people come to the Lord. I will go all over the world as long as I'm still alive. Writing songs, preaching sermons all over the world. Soroti Guru, I'm coming. Masaka Jinjambari, we are coming. As our fathers in the Lord are aging, we are coming up. And we will play and shout the name of Jesus border to border of this country. Probably when we reach heaven, the Lord will give us a reward, and you too, God will bless you. So Mom, I take this honor to invite you. Because most of you, I know you and I know your income, so I may just call you out as my headmaster used to do. I'm just kidding. Owekitiibwa taata wekitiibwa Jetan Mukate sabo njoze ku bantu oba tuleete microphone awo kyonna kyosalawo mukama waffe taata yasomesa kabaka situka olekerongo akitambuza izimani obulaka saategedde nti nina okubaako kyenjogera ate unfortunately neddira olugavere nolwekyanga olugavere tuli bansonyi atwogera njagala okuteeka n'opportunity eno okwebaza ennyo omusumba w'ebintu byonna byakoze n'okubuulira abantu engeri obulungi n'okulembera abantu obulungi obutusaana okukola ebintu byakoze. Webale nnyo, webalire ddala, tweyanziza nnyo. Kiyinza okugamba kyokka abantu betubiyise naki, n'olwekyo nange nja kubaako kye nkontributinga. Tweyanziza nnyo. From another mother, Mr. Scott Lambi, please come here, sir. For you, I would like you to say hello to the church. Today. Yeah, I'm a pastor, what do you expect? Okay, this guy made me think, Paul Bazunguza, that's nice. Him and I have become so close. I would like him to say hello.
I'm honored to speak tonight. I know there are so many people who would like to say happy birthday to Pastor Wilson, but I'm honored to say happy birthday. Happy 39th birthday. I met Pastor Wilson in 2009, and we had breakfast just over there. And back in those days, I don't know if Francis Bruno was talking about this, but I don't think you could imagine doing your birthday party right here. And I don't think Pastor Justine could imagine selling this place out for her own concert back then, but God has taken you guys so far. And it's because you're faithful, it's because you're generous, because you're talented, and because you're loving. And all of these people are here because they love you. And I'm here because I love you. So happy birthday, Pastor.
So in a few weeks I'll be in his house. That's why I did this, so I can be fed.